I just went back down to the villages, so I figured, I'll go ahead and grab my camera and videotape whatever I'm doing for that first day down there, and we'll get to meet somebody kind of special. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm Rusty Nelson. Welcome to my YouTube channel here. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just went down to the villages because I needed to get some stuff done. It was the end of my first year and they needed to do some warranty work. So I was only going to get down there for a short period of time. And I thought, you know what? When I arrive down there, I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to show you exactly what I was going to do. I wasn't 100% sure, but that's my day. And I think what it does is it gives people that don't live in the villages kind of an idea of what it can be like or what a day is like down there. Also, we'll kind of get to jump over to some singles activities. But first thing I want to do is I managed to stop by during the day, and I thought I'd put this in first, to meet. I know you've heard me talk about that I'm going to do Medicare and Social Security. And we've already taped it, but I went in to discuss what we were going to do in that taping. Like I said, which I've already done. It's already completed. It's going to be out in a week or so. And I thought I'd just introduce you to the person, the broker, Crystal. And well, here she is really quick. I'm sitting here laughing. You'll find out a reason. I'm with a really cool person right here, which I'm going to introduce you to. And then we're going to do, I told you we're going to do the Medicare stuff later. But anyway, everybody meet Crystal. She is the one that helped me out going through all of my Medicare selections and everything. I just used it for the first time this month and everything went fine. But it takes a lot to impress me, and she really impressed me with helping me with all my Medicare information. And she's one of those people that seems to have an answer right at the tip of her tongue every time I ask the question. So I thought it'd be a really great idea. I'm not letting her talk right now. I thought it'd be a really great idea and I asked her to come and do a couple of sessions for the YouTube channel about Medicare, because I know a lot of us are approaching that really quick. So we're going to talk a little bit about Social Security, right? Mm-hmm. And how preparation in that a little bit. And then we're also going to talk about Medicare, along with the military, which is TRICARE, and then also the Advantage plans that work with all of us that are here in the villages. And she is a broker, mm-hmm. right? So she can help you out with just about anything, which was really cool. So anyway, I thought I'd introduce you to her. We're going to work on these videos here really soon. And say hi. Yeah, she's looking forward. She says she's shy on the camera, but we're going to get her to talk, though, because we're going to ask her what she knows a lot about. Anyway, that was it. Welcome, and we'll get to more of that later on.
See you soon.
Okay. So that is Crystal. I'll go ahead and put her number down there. If for some reason you want to call her early, she's really open to answering a lot of questions and can probably help you out if you have something on the tip of your tongue. But those videos, a couple of videos on Social Security and Medicare will be coming up really soon. I just got to do some finishing touches on them. Make sure you're subscribed and you'll get notified when they come out. Now, the video that's coming up right now is just kind of like I just landed there and I hadn't been over to the Sawgrass Market. So it's not a big thing on the market, but went in there and met some folks. So you get to meet some people on there. And then kind of as my day went along, and like I said, I think that this kind of gives people an idea of what a day would be like. And just got there in the villages. It seems like there's always something to do. And the reason I say this is because so many people write in the comments and stuff like that. Why do I want to go down to some geriatric place? You're going to see that it's nothing like that at all. I mean, people, you can always tell the people that write in that have absolutely no concept of the villages. I mean, it takes 30 minutes to drive from one end of it to the other. So you also see there, I also head off to a single in the villages I have a couple of videos out on those, so you can go take a look at those if you want. And that's a group that does a lot of activities, and you get to see one of those activities. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this, and I'll see you on the other end of this. And there may be a blooper at the end of this too. I just got back down to the Villages, and I had a pile of recent papers that I wanted to go through and take a look at. So I figured it'd be a great time to go head over to the new coffee shop at Sawgrass. Hopefully, if it's still open, we'll see, and check it out and have a cup of coffee this morning. And then it's off around 10 o'clock to go play pickleball with Single in the Villages, SITV, which is a singles group here in the Villages. And I'll kind of take you along on both of those. This is the golf barn for the golf carts. And that's the pro golf shop there. So I think I'm gonna have to get out and explore this a little bit, because I can't quite tell what's open and what's not open, but you're gonna go find out with me. The whole idea with Sawgrass has to do with the orange groves. Some kind of, looks like there's some kind of construction paperwork stuck to the side of the box, but this obviously isn't going to be a very great picture. This is, I guess, where they unload and load stuff. Like I said, I have no idea what to expect. I don't see any golf carts out here. I don't see anything. I don't see anything out here. So I have no idea what to expect. Remember that this whole place is under construction, and I'm not even 100% sure whether the doors will work here or not. This looks like a nice area. There's a lock here. Well, it's open. It's my first time in here. You guys don't look too busy.
Oh, really? We're down.
Do you mind being on camera? It's not bad. You guys both look good.
Oh, no.
So what time do you open?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Has it been busy, or?
It gets busy around like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Yeah, once like the bar gets happy hour, it becomes a little more busier.
The bar gets happy hour at 10 o'clock in the morning?
No, like 2. Once the bar starts to like open a little bit more people come.
Oh, okay. But have you been selling a lot of coffee in the morning? Because it's kind of like not open yet. I mean, I just got here.
A lot of people don't know about it yet because it's not on like Google Maps or anything.
Right.
So it's like only the locals know about it right now. But we've been pretty steady. It's been kind of slow in the mornings, but it does pick up a little bit around like 10 noonish.
Yeah.
And then again around 2.
Okay, well, I want this. And I would just like, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's do an Americano in there.
Americano. So I can't put it in that cup, I can make it in
I
one
understand.
of the other cups?
I understand. So I guess a 12 ounce will do.
Yeah.
So you have these espresso.
Yeah, this is for Americano. We have a traditional Italian Americano, so it's 2 shots with a dollop of foam. And then our cappuccino and flat white.
Okay, but you'll put water in there for me, right?
In the Americano?
Yeah, so, yeah. An American Americano. All right, I'll let you know how this turns out once I get done paying her. I'm here. We're gonna do video. They're over here getting prepped already, like they were for a still picture. But we're here. There's nobody else here. The first people that walk in, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Andy.
I'm Jill.
And so you've been here a few times?
This is our 3rd or 4th time here. We've been down to the bar, we've been down to the coffee shop and all, so it's a nice place.
So you said you bike down here?
We bike down on our Pedigo electric bikes.
Oh, there you go. I think that's definitely a Villages thing, huh?
It is.
We're so glad there's something open here.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there. You can tell how crowded it is, right now. But I'm sure we'll get, once this gets going, I'm sure it'll get crowded. But all of a sudden, I hear like a "Hey, there's Rusty" thing.
It's our first encounter with Rusty in the Villages. He is in the wild.
so let me ask you this: when you first came down, it was really crowded.
It was.
Yeah. So a lot of people know about it. It's just a matter of getting it going, I think.
Yeah, the bar in the afternoon and evening has been very crowded, and the coffee shop, the first time we came down, it was packed in here in the morning.
So you're telling me that the bar is going to be better than the coffee shop right now?
Probably.
They tend to find their way to the bars in the afternoon around here.
But you know, people are out doing stuff now. It's early in the morning, and this is what, end of July 22. So you know,
Vacations too, I'm sure.
Yeah. So anyway, cool.
Nice meeting you, Rusty.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
Have a great day.
You too.
So that's it. This is I'll give you a quick look-see around while we're doing this. As you can see, there's nothing here, but I'm gonna go around and look at each one of the stores. I'll take you more of a kind of a roundabout outside once I get through my pile of papers, so I can figure out exactly what's going on in the villages. And so I decided I was hungry after all, because I watched those guys eating their sandwiches. So, and they're already smiling over here. Look at this. What were your names?
Gage.
Cheyenne.
Gage and Cheyenne, and they got great smile when you come here in the morning. It's good to see. So what are my choices for sandwiches?
We have a ham, egg, and cheese, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage, egg, and cheese. And they do take about 6 minutes, and they're on like an English muffin.
Okay, ham, egg, and cheese. So that sounds pretty good. Ham, egg, and cheese. All right, so just got the breakfast sandwich, so we're gonna check this out and see what it's like. I got a ham and egg. It said it's on an English muffin, but wow, it's hot. That's a pretty nice English muffin. Looks pretty good. Almost feels like crispy. Nice. Good. I like. Also, sitting here plowing through all my papers. There's one area I always like to look in the morning. If you do get the newspaper, and that's this section right here, out and about, recreation center activities. You can look all over the activities. It makes it really easy to see one day's worth, what's happening that day at the different centers, and who knows, it may spark something you like to do. Like here at Azelle, let's see, 7 a.m. arts and crafts, 9 a.m. Zumba, 1 p.m. duplicate bridge, and 3 p.m. table tennis. So I may even stop by to see what the table tennis is all about, since it's right in my own backyard. But I'm gonna get back to eating here, and then we'll move on a little bit, let you know how everything goes, maybe finish showing you around here, also groans here. I have to say, that was pretty good. It wouldn't be what you call your traditional English muffin, what we would call an English muffin. It was actually a little bit better. Kind of a nice roll, and it was done just right. It was actually really good. Now, this is the local butcher. I have no idea whether they're open yet. And this is, it's kind of fun checking out a new place. So this is Finn, the seafood kitchen, but from what I understand, these two places, along with Willie's barbecue, here's a picture in the menu. You can go ahead and freeze that if you want to take a look at it, but there's the menu. You know, they have staffing problems like everybody else, I guess. And I'm just kind of walking around checking things out. This is Frenchie's wood-fired. And from what I understand, they're still having problems. It says opening soon. So remember, this is towards the end of July. And this is the Village's Grown, which I'm sure you've seen their buildings down there on Megason Boulevard. The kind of buildings that glow at night. And this right here is Darlin Sweet Shop, which if you like ice cream like me, they've got some ice cream there, and I guess there's their hours for right now.
We got the roasters on there. Yeah.
And
Shop.
this is Southern Oaks Golf Shop. This seems to be the popular place right now. Actually looks like a lot of nice clothes. May want to stop down here just to see some of the clothes. Nice stuff. I thought I'd give you a little drive around here. I know a lot of you have already seen this, but so it has a sales information office, and we'll just take a quick walk in here, so you can kind of, if you haven't seen it, you'll get an update to the area in here. And this one's made out of metal, so they're not going to have to replace this one. But it's coming along. Looks starting to look pretty good. This is going to be a nice little area when they get it done. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot of homes for sale down here. I think most of the area is sold out. This is McGrady's. Now, over on the far end of this, nice little area right here. Taking your dog out for some putting. And in case you haven't seen it, this is pretty cool. You just bring your own clubs and your own golf balls. And so this is one of the greens. You putt along here. Now they're not perfectly smooth, but this isn't meant to be practice area. But what a nice area to come out and do a little putting. And this is about 9 o'clock in the morning. You see a bunch of people out there riding their bikes and stuff like that. So this is definitely an active area, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun once it gets going. I'm kind of excited. This is the first day down here, so I'm not 100% sure exactly how crowded it gets. But the thing is with the villages is a lot of people are out doing stuff early in the morning. It's a different lifestyle. I open up my window like a half an hour before sunrise, and there's already people out walking around and going places and doing stuff. So it's not your typical sit-at-home type neighborhood. I'll take you right up in front of Isel, so you can kind of check that out. And this kind of completes it. The theme inside here is golf. Now, for those of you who are stumbling upon this and don't know that much about the villages, each one of the major neighborhoods has these. I think there's like 13 or 14. You see a bunch of bike riders in there, and big rec rooms and that type of thing. You can rent these out. They have activities like Zumba and that type of thing in there.
And then each one of these larger rec areas has a large Olympic-style pool that, this is not a family pool. And then right next to that is the pickleball courts. And they usually start about 7:15 in the morning. So that's about it for this area. Overall, kind of a cool experience. I think it'll be really exciting. I'll go up here a bit and show you the what other things are up here. They have, this is weird, they have these benches where you can watch pickleball, but I've never seen them utilized. So there's tennis up here. There's a walk around workout, so it's machines that are used to work out on that actually use your weight as a resistance. And then you have shuffleboard and of course bocce. And for those of you who don't know, when you go do this, when you want to go do these activities, you just go check them out. It's open and you can get in there, you know, if you live here at the Villages. And hopefully, I say hopefully, if you looked at the other video I did on my automatic garage door opener, my garage door, it should be sensing it, and it should be open when I get back. We'll see whether that worked or not. Every once in a while it doesn't trigger, but oh, and here it goes. It's actually opening right now as I pull up just in time. So that's it. That was my morning, and it's about 9:15 now. And as you can see, I get a little notice on there that says that my garage door, that I actually opened the garage door, triggered that, which is kind of cool. Is it needed? No, it's just one of those cool, fun things you get to have. And I'll put the link to the video up there. And now I am off to Single in the Villages. So this is a singles group that has pickleball for a couple hours. And I'll go ahead and show you where that is. That's all I got to say now. I'll show you the pickleball when I get up there. I'm not doing that over. So that's just going to be in there. It's not going to be a blooper. All right, so here I am. It's a little after 10. I managed to go home and forgot to put on my pickleball shoes from the morning. But this is Colony Cottage. And as you can see, people come in all different kinds of vehicles. And this is Single in the Villages pickleball.
Here comes Rusty! Rusty! Hey!
And this is SITV pickleball. How's it going? Looks like the heat has kept some of the crowd away.
I think so. Not me. I came all the way back from Illinois just to play today.
You're dedicated. So you can see, so this is all people that are part of the group.
We're going to ice cream Greenland.
And there's always some clowns too.
Show me your moves.
Oh, I got moves.
You got moves?
151.
We got moves on camera now.
3, 2, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1, 1.
That's about it. It's 2 hours here at Colony Cottage and then probably on to something else. So to end the day, or I think it's the end of the day, I have no idea. But this is, take the golf cart down here to Edna's on the green. Probably hear a little bit of music in the background, live music. So I'm gonna go over there, meet my friend Lee, and we're gonna sit down and have a cocktail, I guess. Well, you probably hear the music in the background. I'm going to try to talk over it so I don't get a copyright strike, but here we go. Going to sit down, grab a beer there. You can get beer and wine, and then I'm going to listen to music. So anyway, signing off for now, and if anything different happens, I'll let you know. I'm off to Brownwood right now to go, I guess you could say, belly up to the bar and have a final cocktail and something to eat. So the day continues in the Villages.
So that's it. I pretty much landed, and I really had no idea when I got up in the morning what I was going to do, but I thought it would be really cool. I had some papers that were delivered ahead of time before I got there. Went down to the Sawgrass Market. Now, the thing is, remember, this is July of 2022, and I know they're doing a lot of building, so I figure by the end of August, a lot of it should be gelled out. And what you saw there was that it looked kind of empty and half built, and you got to remember they're having a real hard time getting labor, you know, and so that's one thing. So I kind of commend the Villages on opening up this part way. I kind of like that. It'd be nice if we had a big grand opening and bam, it was all open all at once. But you know, with everything that's going on, it's kind of nice that little pieces. Now the coffee shop, I think, is going to be a great place because I went down, they were so friendly there, and the sandwich, I really liked the sandwich. It was pretty good. And so in the mornings, it's going to be kind of nice to have a place where you can go hang out, especially when the winter hours come. I think that's going to get to be hopping a little bit, and all those other little marketplaces open up. And I think it's going to be a really kind of nice place, especially in the mornings, and a good place to go sit outside or inside and have a cup of coffee. That remains to be seen, and I guarantee you I'll be going back and doing a video on that. So expect that to be kind of a nice area, I believe. The Single in the Villages is a group. I did have other videos that I did on them, and they've really matured into a large group. But the cool thing is if you're single, and you can see it wasn't a bunch of 110-year-old people running around trying to play pickleball. It's fairly, you know, people younger than me, a little older than me, out there playing around, and they're actually organized. And the woman's name that organizes this one is named Carla. And so hats off to Carla, and she kind of sets up this a couple times a week, and it's really nice, and happens at different areas around the Villages. So that's pretty much a day. And when it got started, I had no idea that I was going to go to those other places. Going down to Edna's on the Green, there's always fun music out there, a bunch of people out there. And then when I was down there, I met up with some more friends that were down there, and they said, hey, we're going up to Brownwood to go grab something to eat. So that's where I went up to, I think it was Bluefin that night. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. What's coming up soon is the Medicare. Bob and Liz, remember Bob and Liz? We did our first restaurant review and also an ice cream place. That's going to be really fun. That led into another one probably with those guys, and I'm actually going to go make some ice cream, I think, with them. So stay tuned for that. And the Medicare is already done. It just needs a couple tweaks on it, and I'll go ahead and put that one up. And I'm trying to think, there's some other ones that are already done too. So thanks a lot for dropping by. This was kind of a warm-up, getting back into it. I haven't done this in a while, and it's been about 5 weeks, I think, or something like that, but I really miss doing it. And once again, thank you so much. I met some great people down there when I go down into the squares. It's really cool. Oh, one more thing. If you want to contact me, and I say this over and over and over again, put it in the comments, all right? Those comments don't go out. You can write personal things to me if you want. The comments don't go out until I approve them. Also, if you put a link in the comment, I will not put it out there because those links can be changed after the fact. And I actually had that happen where somebody put a link in. I said, okay, I'll put the link in. And then after they put it in, they totally changed what was on the other end of the link. So no more of that. Thank you so much for joining me. As I always say, I'll either see you down there in the villages or see you back here on YouTube. Anyway, you have a wonderful day. And I hope your day is as fun as that day I had. I'll see you later. The office. And I was so impressed with her knowledge of Medicare. I asked her, she helped me out a lot, and this sucks. So we're gonna do it over. GoPro, stop recording.